Dirt late model driver Tyler Erb is dropping out of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series and will be running an independent schedule where he hopes to chase victories, chase checker flags, and bring in more money by winning. Before we get to this, I'd like to ask you, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos here at John Trent Racing. This is over at flowracing.com, a really good article here by Kevin Kovac. Headline reads, Tyler Erb announces his departure from Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And it says here, the 27-year-old Erb announced he will enter this weekend's World of Outlaws Case Late Model Series sanctioned Dairyland Showdown at Mississippi Thunder Speedway in Fountain City, Wisconsin, rather than the Lucas Oil Tours Kentucky doubleheader at Junction City's Ponderosa Speedway and Union's Florence Speedway. It will mark the first time he hasn't entered a Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series points event on the tour since the 2019 opener. Then goes on to note that he is 11th in the Lucas Oil standings, which we can just hop over here and look at. That is indeed where he is. He is in 11th. He has 1 win, 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s after starting in 17 features. He is 465 points behind current points leader Ricky Thornton Jr. So it goes over that. It does say that while he is dropping out of Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, he will be competing in the 10-race Castrol Flow Racing Night in America Series, and he will also be competing in Crown Jewel races at Eldora Speedway in Rossburg, Ohio this year. However, beyond that, he says this, then everything else is what we make up that morning and decide to do. He says that too many tracks on the Lucas Oil schedule don't appeal to him, prompting his decision to shift to an independent schedule aside from the modest Castrol Tour commitment. This is what Erb told Flow Racing. He says, I tend to do better at places that I enjoy going to, so I feel like it's a no-brainer. I feel like I've done it enough that I deserve to be able to pick and choose where I want to race. I've won races with the series, and you learn a lot doing it, but that's not how I like to race and what I like to do. I like to go where I enjoy it, or if I'm going to be gone, I can stay at people's shop that I like hanging out with. All that plays a role in it. At the end of the day, if you win more races, no matter what series you run or what you do, you'll make more money. So obviously, it is about being able to continue to race full time because he wants to continue to make money, continue to race full time, and it's also about the schedule and the different tracks and where he thinks he can make more money. And then I think there's also obviously that factor of you just don't want to constantly be having that anxiety, that stress while you're on the road, and he wants to be at places where he's more comfortable. I think that makes sense. So then it goes on and kind of gives a recap of his Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series career. It says he has 20 career full field victories since he began driving for Eric Brock's St. Mary's, Ohio-based Best Performance Motorsports in 2019. He's won as many as 7 features in a single season, which was 2021. He finished a career-high 4th in the standings in 2019 and was 8th in last year's point standings. It was the first time he placed worse than 6th. So that is the latest on Tyler Erb. He will no longer be competing in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, but will instead be racing an independent schedule or a true outlaw schedule, I think, as they like to say. He will still be competing in the 10-race Castrol Flow Racing Night in America Series, but he will be chasing checker flags, chasing victories, chasing the big money at tracks that he feels more comfortable at racing at, he feels more confident at winning, rather than competing with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series or with the World of Outlaws. Not only will he be competing with on an independent schedule, but it looks like he will be racing in some modifieds as well. He posted this on his Facebook page just yesterday. It says he will be competing in the Big Deal, which is the ONUM Dirt Modifieds race at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. It says here one of Dirt Late Model Racing's biggest personalities, Turbo Tyler Erb, looks to take his limited modified experience and turn it into $100,001 at Mississippi Thunder Speedway for the Big Deal. So I'm not exactly sure when that is. They probably should have included that in their post, but I guess we can click here and look at their events page, and it will tell us Looks like it is. It runs from May 29 to June 1st. So he will be competing in that at the end of this month, the beginning of next month. So that is the latest on Tyler Erb. I think that's probably a good decision for him, especially if he wants to chase those checkered flags, chase the big money. I think that probably makes more sense because I feel like the real big money with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is in that Final Four. And realistically, it looks like he's probably not going to be able to compete for that. We're looking at those standings right now. You can see Ricky Thornton Jr. kind of has it on lock. He's really pulled away. 95-point lead over Jonathan Davenport, 130-point lead over Devin Moran, and then Mike Marlar has slipped into that fourth-place spot, unseating Hudson O'Neal after a couple disappointing races for Hudson, despite having really good speed in the beginning of the night, just not being able to get those finishes together, having some issues with tires as well. But Mike Marlar sits in fourth, 260 points behind Ricky Thornton Jr., while Hudson O'Neal is 280 points behind. Then you've got Dalton Wilson, 340, Jimmy Owens, 350, Garrett Albertson, 380, and then Tim McCready there, 385. Brandon Shepard, who is likely not going to be racing with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series because he's racing World Outlaws. He sits in 10th, 395 points behind. And then obviously you get to Tyler Erb there, 465 points behind. So let me know what you guys make of Tyler Erb's decision to not stay with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, chase a true outlaw schedule. Let me know in the comments below.